This is not a political channel. This is never going to be a political channel. But what I'm talking about is not a political issue. It is a human issue. It is becoming a world issue. And democracy dies in darkness. And, you know, it might shock a lot of people to know this, but most dictatorships do not start with a military overthrow. They start with an election, a legal, fair election. Hitler was elected, and look how that ended. You know, Hitler was elected because after the previous war, Germany was struggling, and he promised to return them to prosperity. Does any of that sound familiar? Because Hitler got elected literally because he promised to make Germany great again. And then, he villainized anyone who wasn't a specific race. Does all of this sound familiar? Anyone saying that Trump isn't Hitler, that's not a fair comparison, well, maybe you're right. But if he isn't Hitler, he damn sure read the playbook. Because he is following the blueprint to the letter, including he now has his own personal army. I mean, the TSA, which was started as a counterterrorism group, is currently facing defunding as we are starting a new war. And what's he going to do? He's going to send his personal police. The ICE is going to be at the airports. And I think a lot of people are scared. It's definitely going to get worse before it gets better. Look, the only thing I can say, I still have at least some microcosm of hope. It feels hopeless at times because you just keep watching it get worse and worse and worse. But people are still fighting. Because one of the playbooks is indoctrination. One of the things in the playbook is indoctrination. And he is trying everything he can to control the media. And it's all about money, because it seems like every corporation in America is trying to merge into one giant monopoly, because now is the only time they can, because monopolies are illegal in America. But if Trump can get a kickback, he doesn't give a fuck about the laws. He'll approve it. But people are fighting back. Journalists are fighting back. There are news stations and late night talk show hosts who are standing 10 toes down against this bullshit. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but people are fighting. And I still stand by what I said before he first got elected, which is that it's going to get worse. I would love to believe this is the worst it can get. It's going to keep getting worse. I don't know what comes next, but I know it's going to suck. But I'm still hopeful that this is a prelude to the greatest progress I have seen in my lifetime. Because sometimes you gotta take steps backward so that you can build up a running start to leap over a canyon. America has been taking steps backwards for a very long time. So when we do finally start actually moving forward and actually progressing, it's gonna be huge leaps and bounds forward. Hopefully. But it starts with first acknowledging all the things that have gone wrong. And one thing that definitely needs to be addressed is that most of what's happening right now, honestly, it is not the fault of the Republican Party. It is the fault of the Democratic Party. And I say that as someone who considers myself a progressive. The Democratic Party has fucking sucked ass for damn near 20 years now. And it's just getting progressively worse. And money definitely has a huge impact on it. But at the end of the day, we really do need term limits in Congress. Because the people who are in power now do not represent what we the people currently want. Congress does not look like America. And Democrats have been saying we have a plan, and they've been saying don't vote for them because they're fascist, but they're not giving us any reason why we should vote for them. And a take that I heard that I fucking love, if I need to find it and give you a clip, but someone was on, it was the Bitchuation Room, I was watching that, and someone was like, people act like it's a two-party race, but it's really not. It's always a three-party race, bare minimum, because you have the Democrats, the Republicans, and the couch. And you don't have to do anything to get up, to get to the couch. You're already on the couch. And I think the biggest failing of the Democratic Party, especially over the last, like every election since Obama left, there's an assumption that the Democrats are going to just come out and vote. And that assumption has failed. It's an assumption that the good people will understand what's at stake and come out to vote. Unfortunately, we live in a world where we as humans, we as people, things sometimes have to get to the absolute worst before we fully understand just how bad it can really be. And that's where we're at right now. A lot of people are finally fully understanding what's really at stake. And for a lot of people, it already feels too late to change anything. It's not. And all I can say is hopefully, the rest of the world doesn't give up on America. Because a lot of Americans are giving up on America. And there's definitely part of me that's like, I should leave. I mean, there's anti-immigrant rhetoric anywhere you go. So there's no guarantee that I will have a better life anywhere else. Because I mean, like Italy, Japan, Canada even, there are places like, sure, it seems like a better place to live. But am I going to fit in there? Am I just going to be welcomed there? It's not as simple a yes or no answer as a lot of people would like to believe. And at the end of the day, as much as I fucking hate it, this is still my home. And I would like to fight to make it a better place. I just hope the world knows there is hope. Now, Trump leaving office is not an automatic fix, because depending on who, first of all, we don't even know for sure that he will leave peacefully. Hell, we don't even know he'll make it to the end of the term. He's old as fuck, and who knows what he's dealing with, A lot of young motherfuckers have been dying recently, so who knows how long his old ass will hold on. I'm not saying I'm hoping for it, but I'm definitely saying that I'm not. I'm definitely not saying that I'm not hoping for not it. I don't know. Whatever comes next, I just know we need a huge shift. A lot of things need to change. A lot. And a new person in power doesn't guarantee anything if the system that allowed a man like him to come to power is still in place. A lot of fundamental things need to change about the way that our country is run. Otherwise, this shit could happen again in another 50 years, in another 20 years. Fuck, it could happen, another 3 years after he leaves. Because after he left the first time, I thought the nightmare was over. But, the Supreme Court said, nah, presidents are above the law. And he should be in jail for how many felonies? But he's not. Instead, he gets elected, and he pardons thousands of people who tried to overthrow the government, something that has been illegal since the day we founded the government. I try to avoid politics because this is an entertainment channel. I am not here for politics, but once again, this is not a political issue. This is a human issue, and the America experiment is failing miserably. But I choose to believe in hope because we are failing currently. We have not failed entirely. There is still some tiny light of hope. And in the meantime, I'm still going to try to live my life and try to entertain you as best I can. Like with this thing. I got myself a straw. It's frustrating because, hey, some assembly is required. Also, it does seem to be made more for kids, so it doesn't necessarily fit my face. Yeah. Yeah. But I tried it. It actually does work because I bought some novelty straws where it's like, let me see, maybe, take these off. Some assembly required. Do I look good? No, I don't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me! I mean, it doesn't fit comfortably on my face, but it does work. I mean, watch. Now, it feels like the amount of distance it has to travel doesn't make it worth it. Do I regret buying this? Absolutely not. Because now I know that I don't like it. It was not worth the money I spent. But I would not have known that for sure if I didn't get it. It's not the worst thing ever in renting. It's just not the right fit for me. Mostly because it just doesn't fit my giant face. I can't get it to stay on my ears. Yeah. But other than that, also doesn't help that I'm crooked. I'm crooked as fuck. I hate how asymmetrical I am. My ears are crooked. I have one leg longer than the others. I have 10 fingers and somehow I have 13 different ring sizes. I don't even know how the fuck that happens. Nothing on the left side of my body matches anything on the right side of my body, and I fucking hate it. But anyways, what else is going on with this channel? Tomorrow, I have a video recording that I might edit and upload. I don't know for sure. But probably not. There's a possibility, but probably not, because we got Clan versus Clan Wars and what am I? Raid Shadow Legends. I'm still playing this shit. It's a fun game. So I'm gonna be playing half the day playing that, half the day playing Madden. Catch up on some wrestling because it's been a long weekend and I just haven't been paying attention. So I'm gonna spend the whole day watching wrestling. I'm almost done with Jungle Fury. I rewatched the original Mighty Morphin movie. I've got a script written. I've just gotta record it and put it out. I'm gonna work on that probably sometime before summer. And when I mean before summer, I mean hopefully in the sometime over the next 2 months, in April or May, maybe. I don't know for sure, but possibility does exist. And I'm watching Jungle Fury. I've got less than 10 episodes left. And after that, I'm going to watch Time Force. I'm looking forward to going through that one again. That was one of my childhood favorites. And then, other than that, I don't know. Honestly, my last video put up, I think I checked, it has like 11 views. I got 2,000 people, and that video has 11 views. It wasn't advertised very well, I understand that. But like, literally like 0.5% of my subscribers watched it. And I honestly don't care, because, I mean, look, I want to give y'all what you want. That is a necessity sometimes to preserving your audience. At the same time, I have to be able to do what I want, because if I'm not enjoying it, then there's no fucking point. So what happens happens. We're flying on the seat of our ass here. But anyways, that's my life. That's what's going on. I'm gonna watch some YouTube, eat some mac and cheese here, and I'm go to bed and wake up in the morning. Actually, try to wake up a little early just to do my laundry, get that out of the way, and then spend the entire day gaming. So, until the next time you see my face in the video, whenever that happens to be, I hope you have a great day, week, month, year. Stay safe, stay sane, try your best to enjoy your life. Every second matters.